Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to have the very first episode of Cooking with Dr. Ray. Okay, just kidding. No, we're not. Today we are actually going to talk about how much do you feed your pet and how do you calculate that. So let's get started. So the first thing we need to know how to do is how do we actually calculate the number of calories our pet needs to have per day. And so how we're going to do that is we are going to get our, what did I do with it? Oh, I lost it already. One second. All right, so step number one is calculate the calories. And how are we going to do that? We are going to go and find our nifty TI 83 calculator from high school calculus, and we are going to use it again and hope the batteries are charged. And we're going to use this very long formula that I'm going to post right here to calculate how many calories our dog is going to need. And so this formula is the resting energy requirement. It is for your typical dog that is just a couch potato, like Sable. Sable, what are you doing? Oh, scared me. Your regular dog, kind of like Sable, couch potato. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna calculate today for a dog, just for example, that is 22 pounds. And so for those of my friends in the USA, this calculation is based on kilograms. So you are gonna have to convert in order to use this equation. So let's just go ahead and type that in there. 70 times 10 to the 3/4 power. And that gives us roughly 400 calories. And so that means your total daily allotment for your pet, and so you do have to calculate and factor in the treats and other extemporaneous things you give, but your pet, if it's 22 pounds, needs about 400 calories per day. And so what does 400 calories per day look like? Well, that goes to step number 2. It really depends on the bag. So each bag's gonna have a different caloric density. So some bags are gonna have a higher calorie count per cup, and some are gonna have a lower calorie per cup. And so that is very important that you find that calorie per cup on your bag and use that to determine how much you're gonna feed. A really common mistake is people change foods. So you're feeding food A and you've always fed a cup, and so you switched to food B for whatever reason. It wasn't available, your normal food, or you just decided to make a change, and you just go ahead and feed a cup of food B. You can't necessarily do that. Food A was maybe a low-calorie food, used to feed 1 cup or 2 cups, but when you switch to food B that's got more calories, is more calorically dense, you feed 1 or 2 cups, and Fluffy's getting a little bit rotund. And so pay attention after you calculate your calories to how many calories per cup are in the specific food that you're feeding. Step number 3, and this is my favorite, and this is where you guys trick me up, because true story, in the exam room, we'll be saying, oh, I don't know, what do you feed your dog? And oh, your pet's gained a little weight, let's figure this out. And you guys say, I don't know, I always feed the same thing. I swear, I only feed 1 cup per day. That's all I feed, there's no treats, we're very strict. And we're going back and forth and we're not sure, and we're talking about testing for thyroid, and we're talking about testing for all these different conditions. And then your pet comes in for boarding, and you bring your food, and you bring your bowls, and you bring your cup. And this is what we find out. You'll bring in this. This is not a cup. This is a cup. When the pet food companies say X amount of calories per cup, this is what they mean. Standard 8-ounce measuring cup. Can you see it? It's kind of bright. There it is, 1 cup. Let me demonstrate. Little bit more than a cup. Exhibit B. All right, there we go. All right, this one's my favorite. Now, in all fairness, it does have in here markings that actually do say 1 cup. But we all know we don't do that. So number 3, make sure your cup is actually a cup. So there you have it, 3 easy tips on how to calculate or how to decide how much to feed your dog. 1, calculate the calories. 2, realize that each bag has different calorie content and calculate your calories based on that. And 3, use an actual cup. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and we hope you'll stick around. We try to post videos every Thursday, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.